How do you guys feel?
I think offensively, we feel pretty good. We were able to move the ball pretty well. Still left a couple plays out there, but I think we did overall a fairly well job.
There were two plays that earlier in the season you had a wheel route to Garrett Brown that you just missed them on, and then one to Jalen that was just beyond his fingertips. Both of those plays kind of repeated themselves, a little bit different, and you hit both of them. Is that kind of a sign that some early hiccups you guys are making strides?
Yeah, I think we're growing as a team. Like you said, those first two games, there are opportunities there that we didn't capitalize on. I think today we took advantage of those opportunities.
What's the mindset right now of the defense, especially in the secondary? I mean, are you guys
mindset.
happy with the win, or are you
No, well,
concerned?
of course we're not, just because I felt we gave up too many passing yards. No, granted, it wasn't because there were some good athletes, but it wasn't because they were just out doing this. We had a couple busts here and there, kind of like in Wyoming when that last drive when we gave up like 30% of our passing yards on the last play. I think it's just bust and discipline. I believe we can. Those are things that can be fixed, and we missed some tackles, including myself. And we can definitely fix those things.
I asked you how excited we were going to be to play here. You're like, I don't know, let me see. What was it like?
I was so excited. I found myself like not intense enough. I was trying to compress it, but I couldn't. As soon as I started playing, as soon as I scored, it all came out. So.
Yeah, and to not only play in front of these people, play like you did. I mean, you had the two scores, a long run, a huge third down late. You pretty happy with everything about this day?
Oh yeah, it felt good. I went to Coach Peason and said thank you.
Did you really?
Yeah. So yeah, it felt good.
Do you feel like the last drive at Wyoming, were there a lot of those same things happening here, or what's?
I mean, we won, so it's definitely different, but we just had too many busts in coverage, a lot of missed tackles too, so that's something we have to work on.
Are you happy you have that extra week right now to address these things before poison? And do you think it's a fixable thing? I mean, obviously, we've talked about that. A lot of it looks like last year, and it's hard to not make that comparison.
Well, on a lot of these big plays that Georgia State had, it was just one single bust, and it's stuff like that we can just go in, watch film, prepare for Boise State.
How important was it that you guys finished all those early drives? Because later then, as they really got rolling, you had that cushion to work with, whereas last week at Wyoming, you didn't finish some of those. Could this have been a totally different game?
Yes, definitely could have been. We knew the whole game that their offense was powerful. They were explosive, so we knew that we had to try to score every drive.
Personally, I mean, have you had a chance to see your stats?
No, I haven't yet.
Do you care about things? I mean, you were 9 of 10 at halftime with, I think, 180, something like that. I mean, is that a pretty efficient play? You happy about this?
I mean, yeah, I'm happy with how I played. As long as we get a W, it doesn't matter to me.
On initial reflection, are you concerned?
Concerned as in for the defensive backs?
I mean, obviously, if you're an Air Force fan,
Yeah.
you look at this, what you guys came from last year,
Yeah.
and now you come down to Georgia State, and I realize they have a pretty decent offense, but most people probably don't. They see 38 points against Georgia State, a lot of passing yards, we're right back where we were.
I'm not really concerned because people saw us play against Wyoming and how good we can play. I just think instead of worrying about opponents or offenses, we just need to play our defense. Instead of saying like, all right, they have this and that, let's just play our defense, and I believe that we'll be a good defense like we showed last week.
How important was it you guys really took advantage of those early chances? Because had you not built that lead, this could have been a whole different outcome.
Well, I mean, we always want to take advantage of our early chances, or any chances for that matter. We did want to make it an emphasis to come out and start early because we didn't start that early, start that well last game, and so we wanted to turn it on, and I think we did that.